Top 10 things 99.9% of humans can't do. Welcome to Upside, where we have fun facts for curious minds. To enjoy more of these videos, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell. We don't all have the same abilities, and that's a good thing. All people are special and unique in their own ways. In fact, some people have abilities that could amaze you. These include things that you may have never thought about or figured were even possible. However, some people seem more gifted than others and can do things that 99% of us simply cannot do. So join me and find out if you're one of the special 1%. First on our list, Gleaking. When your tongue moves forward, some people accidentally shoot spit out of their mouth. This is called Gleaking, and it's an advanced form of spitting. This ability may sound disgusting, but there's only a few people who can do this. That is why this ability is worthy to be on my list. So basically, the saliva simply shoots from underneath the tongue with the help of the salivary glands. Just think of it as being able to control how much your mouth produces and releases saliva. Majority of the time, gleeking is involuntary, but there is a way to learn how to gleek with just a little research. If I were you, after this video, I'd give it a go. Who knows? Maybe you can be the gleek king or queen. Sneezing with your eyes open. Did you know that cranial nerves link the nose and the eyes? Because of this, when you sneeze, you automatically close your eyes. Well, most people do. However, it is possible to sneeze with your eyes open, and despite the old adage, it won't cause your eyes to pop out. Most of the time when we sneeze, it's involuntary. You'll know this if you've ever done a loud one in the middle of class or when you're trying to be quiet. It's always the case. Once a sneeze is on its way, there's no stopping it from taking over your body. So, it's strange to think that some people are able to take control of the difficult task of keeping their eyes open throughout a sneeze. Wiggle your ears. When most people think of wiggling a body part, they think toes or fingers and even your butt. Well, you wouldn't ever think of wiggling your ears now, would you? Cats can do it, and so can the hippo, but only a few people in the world can wiggle their ears. You can train yourself to wiggle your ears by simply isolating your ear wiggling muscle. You may not be able to move your ears without moving your scalp, but you should be able to learn to move your ears without moving your eyebrows. Practice wiggling your ears without moving any other parts of your face, and it's a lot harder than it seems. The tongue trick. If you really think about it, tongues are a weird body part, and there are a few tricks that only 6% of people can do. If you can do these tricks, then be sure to show a friend because they look pretty cool. One trick is called the reverse key flip. Flip your tongue 180 degrees and then try to make a clover leaf shape. This is a very challenging tongue manipulation, but if you can do this, I'm pretty sure you'll impress everyone around you. Unfortunately, if you can't do this, you won't be able to learn how because it is a genetic skill. As a matter of fact, only 6% of people can do this amazing trick, and more often, it's the boys. Paralyzed finger trick. Isn't it funny how much our hands differ? Unless you're ambidextrous and can write with both hands, chances are you'd be able to do everything with one and almost nothing with the other. Try it! But did you know that even your strong hand has some limitations? You might not know this, but the tendons in your ring finger and middle finger are actually connected. This might not mean much to you until you try out the paralyzed finger trick. Here's how it goes. Bend your middle finger and put your hand on a flat surface. With the middle part of your finger laid flat, try to move your thumb. Next, move your index finger and the next ring finger. Are you stuck? Wait a little before moving the baby finger. Very few people can move each of them individually. That said, there are people who are able to isolate their ring finger, which is believed to be hereditary. Chances are you've been trying these tricks as we're teaching them to you. But save your energy for our best selection because you'll be needing 2 body parts for that one. Next up, tickling yourself. For most people, it's nearly impossible to tickle themselves. This is because tickling is all about the art of surprise. Your brain picks up on the sensations that cause feelings of tickling and controls it before it affects you. If you fall into the 4% of people who can actually tickle themselves, how fun would that be? And I know it would also be useful too, especially if you've ever needed a good laugh. Experts say there's a disconnect between the nerves and the brain for some people, causing them to be able to tickle themselves. The area of the brain is called the cerebellum, and its job is to monitor the movement and motion. If it gets disconnected from certain nerves at any time, you'll be able to tickle yourself. That is because your brain won't know it's you doing it, as it's going to be able to sense the motion of your own hands. It sounds fun at first, but it could get inconvenient constantly tickling yourself by accident. I mean, just imagine intending to scratch your neck and instead accidentally tickling yourself during a business meeting. Licking your elbow. According to unofficial estimates, 1 person in 100 can lick their own elbow. Although this may sound easy, it's just about impossible for most people. Why don't you try now and see for yourself? It's up to you to see if you can bring the numbers up. It's obviously not so impossible for some people, as Guinness World Records gets about 5 claims a day from people who think they're special just because they can lick their elbows. Next is swallowing cinnamon. This uncommon human ability is demonstrated through the Cinnamon Challenge. It may seem like a dumb internet challenge, but there is some science to it. We're going to reveal the reason why most people can't swallow cinnamon and how you can do it. Well, if you want to wow your friends or millions of strangers, if you end up posting a video of it online. The reason why people can't swallow a spoonful of cinnamon is because it burns the inside of your throat. Also, your mouth can't produce enough saliva needed to lubricate the amount of dry cinnamon in your mouth. Cinnamon is a form of tree bark which has been grounded into dust. So you're almost literally eating sawdust. There's a reason it's only usually used as a cooking ingredient. Some people have mastered it by taking a big gulp of water first, but it's dangerous, and there is a case of a young boy who passed away from choking on cinnamon. Even if you think you can do it, I wouldn't recommend trying this at home. Next up, the chair experiment. This is an exercise that most women can manage well, while men just can't do it. You have to place 1 foot against the wall, touching the wall with your toes. Then, put the other foot behind the first one, so that the toes touch the other heel. Now put the first foot behind the second one. You are now 3 steps from the wall. Stay standing and join your 2 feet. Bring a chair between you and the wall and bend forwards so that your head is touching the wall. Take the chair in your 2 hands and raise yourself up straight with it. Staggeringly difficult for men. The leg trick is our top pick. Do you think you can multitask? Then try this. While sitting on a chair, lift your right foot off the floor and start making clockwise circles. Easy, right? Now let's make it more interesting. While doing that, draw the number 6 with your right hand, and you know what? Your foot will change direction. Go ahead, give it a go. Here's another trick. You can actually move your right foot counterclockwise and simultaneously draw the number 8 with your right hand. Are you having a hard time? We bet you are. Upsiders, can you do any of these tricks? Share it with us by leaving a comment down below. You can also include photos or videos for proof. And for all you Upsiders who want more Upside videos, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell. If you find this video eye-opening, we know you'll have fun watching our video on the top 10 inspirational movie scenes of all time. See you next time!